Travis Campbell here with MarketingProfessor.com, and I have a special guest with me today, co-author of Twitter Revolution. There's the book, and really one of the top, I would say top 5 or 10 social media, well, let's just say number 1 or 2 social media experts out there, specifically with Twitter. I'd like to introduce to you my friend, new friend, Warren Whitlock.
Hi, thanks.
Warren, I want to ask you, what are you finding? I mean, you've been using Twitter for how long now, and how are you finding people using it effectively?
Well, actually, the key about Twitter is that it needs to be you being used a better you. And if you're, if what you want to do is spam people, you can use Twitter to spam. If what you want to do is try hard to sell stuff and get frustrated, you can do that on Twitter just as well as you can do it at anything else. Think of it like going to a party or any other human encounter. You come up to me here at this event we're at and say, hey, want to buy my stuff? I'm going, not right now. What you want to do is engage people and then have them ask you questions and help them out. So the cool thing about it is, I used to like helping people, like taking phone calls, giving somebody a bit of advice. Now, thanks to Twitter and the thousands of connections that I have, I can do that. 140 characters, I do it 100 times a day. I don't mind if they ask the same question I've heard over and over again. I'm happy to answer it.
Well, that's a really good point. I came up to you and I recognized you. I recognized him. And I think maybe you recognized me, I'm not sure. But I knew stuff about him that I don't think he knew I knew because I had read your Twitter feed.
Right.
So I was at a place to open a conversation that was going to be meaningful for you.
Right.
And it led up to us spending quite a few hours together this weekend at this event that we're at here in Scottsdale and doing this video.
Right, and so in all of my media appearances for the book, everything I do, speaking engagement, consulting engagements, and in my day job of promoting books and making them bestsellers, I haven't had time. This is a wonderful little book and it's selling well, but you know what? I haven't had time to go out and plan a promotion for it because I'm so busy talking to people about the book. And the ones that want to engage do. So instead of pushing and pushing, now you're just like, it's like you're a social media magnet. Mm-hmm. And so that's my new thing now is say, how can I be helpful to people? And then they are attracted to me because I'm the kind of person they want to do business with. I say people want to do business with those that they know, like, and trust. They don't get to know you, they don't like you, and they're certainly not going to trust you. If what you're doing is, as soon as you meet somebody, shoving a business card in their face and asking if they want to join up with the latest network marketing thing you're in, or getting your scam, or be your affiliate in a JV, or whatever that is. And if instead you get to know people, it's only natural that business people will do more business together, that somebody needing whatever your product and service is going to ask you those same basic questions we all ask.
Right. And I think you make a really good point. When it comes to business, small business, online marketers, offline marketers, the book, I love the title, Twitter Revolution, because I think they're growing on average 30 to 35% growth a month. Some people are saying they're going to have 50 million visitors by the end of the year, a month. I don't know where the number's going to end up being, but the point is that it's an outlet, it's an avenue to extend your reach and connect with people in a meaningful, human way.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. People ask me all the time whether or not Twitter's going to be around, or they're going to get absorbed. Is this the one to do? Should I stick on Facebook? I say do it all, do whatever you can, go where your customers are. The reason I picked Twitter was because I knew that it was coming. And a year ago I said, this thing is coming, there isn't a book on Twitter. Wanted to have the first book out on Twitter. That's, we needed to handle it, but you're right, like on the book there's the word Twitter, but the word revolution is big.
Right.
The social media revolution is just changing the way we're doing stuff. It's no different than we wanted to do business 100, 200, 1,000 years ago. We want to do business with people we know, like, and trust. Twitter and the other tools like it, or whatever replaces it, or whatever comes with this, allows you to do that a lot more faster. So now instead of going to a chamber of commerce mixer, and I don't want to be that guy, the one that goes out and tries to meet everybody. So I go and I meet 5, 10 people, get some business cards, maybe forget to follow up on them, probably forget to follow up on them. Now, when I engage people on Twitter, I'm meeting 50 and 100 people in a day, and even if I wasn't meeting the people, I'm able to stay in touch with them. So like, you know, we're talking here, we spend a lot of time together. In the old days, we may not even see each other for another year or so, we meet up at another conference. And then what I find is those people become a lot like people you want to go to dinner with, or play with, or sit in the back and talk, or do something. They don't make any money. Right. They become friends and not business partners.
Very good point.
Now, you know, next week, well, when we met yesterday, you know, 10 minutes later, I'm sending you a tweet, and I check the feed, you've already sent me one. Right. We've got an ongoing relationship, plus we had that going even before we met. And so that's the future, just doing what you're doing, but a lot faster.
Well, talking about connecting, share with folks your Twitter handle. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen. You've probably seen it right now.
All right. Well, I can't see it now, but I'm sure you'll
put it there.
The modern technology. It's Warren Whitlock. WarrenWhitlock.
And of course, I'm Travis on Twitter.com. I have a handle, but that'll just take you directly to it. Warren, thank you for sharing a few minutes with me and with the viewers here. Any final words for folks that are getting started with Twitter or thinking about using Twitter?
Yeah, just make sure you're giving. You know, the more you give, the more you get. You want to be known as a giver. That's
a great word to end on. My name is Travis Campbell of MarketingProfessor.com. Warren Whitlock, you can catch up with him at the Twitter handle, Warren Whitlock. Look forward to speaking with you next time, and go out there and start Twittering. Bye-bye. Sweet.